Anyway, yeah, let's do lightning. Huh? Let's do lightning. Another galvanize. Tower shield's pretty cool. Intervention's nice. Juiced up is a fun one. I don't think I want a third galvanize, huh? Let's go ahead and roll that one. Close in. It's yet another 2-cost block in a deck that already has a bunch. This is technically a 1-cost block, but not really, especially in the early game. So this is hilariously our only real, like, 1-cost block option. That's pretty funny. Because of that, I could just take Clashing Steel. This is essentially a 1-cost block. Yeah, I think we're just gonna take that or Source of Vulnerable. Probably good to have the 1-cost vulnerable here. This helps a lot in the elite fights for the vulnerable, and then in the other fights it's just AoE. We could do with a little bit of cheaper stuff. This is a very heavy deck right now. Okay, what are we looking at here? Open the Heavens, Limit Break. Jeez, interesting stuff going on here. I see a lot of vulnerable potential. Including another Swerving Currents. Oh, and even the Prime Crate, Jesus. Like, this is literally like every vulnerable card. Except for Growing Static. These are perhaps the most interesting to me. I guess this is pretty good, and I wouldn't mind having one of these as well. Not bad. I don't have anything to give the Class Trainer, do I? It would just be this Tower Shield, which I kind of want to keep. I could give it away, though. Wouldn't be the end of the world. Crippling Blow is like... it's decent, but it's far from necessary. I could just take the upgrade and go down instead. Although I guess going this way I can get this treasure chest, which is an extra upgrade. And... we'd probably pass on Open the Heavens and do this instead. We do need some fervor in order... I mean, Open the Heavens isn't even good without fervor, right? So that would skip us 1 point of fervor. What's even our zeal tree, huh? Before we make decisions about Open the Heavens. I see we have the shock here. That's always appealing. Rage, commons, more rage. Rage. Another shock option. Looks kind of good. Recurring block. Random commons. And yet another shock. Lots of shock potential. Interesting. So this Open the Heavens would kind of just be a huge shock applier. Can always decide once we get to that tile how interested we are in it. Let's go ahead and deck edit. Do one of these. Do one of these. Unupgraded, I don't want the juiced up, but I will plan on upgrading that and putting it in eventually. I think I'll swap one of these for a tower or an intervention. I'm not sure about the Tower Shield. It's probably unnecessary. Maybe I put it in before the first elite. Okay. Wow, audio settings right? Okay, yeah, we're good there. Just messing around with those a little bit the other day. These early fights are always such a breeze on Tempest. Let's see. That ought to clean it up. Done. We'll probably put the crippling blow in. Probably. I don't mind having one more big attack. These guys, huh? Very annoying that this reflects damage. And it's 4 damage, but we only block 3 off the Zeal. That being said, we have all this energy and nothing to do with it anyway, so I think this is just gonna be the play. And then literally just for the 1 overcharge, I'm gonna use the spell. I don't suspect that this fight lasts beyond turn 3. Okay, so we can just intervention for 3. And that's all the block we need. So that means we want to go like that. Yeah, looks good. Should be an easy win next turn, no matter what we draw. Or an easy block. Cool. There's the second Swerving Currents. I mean, I didn't really talk about it, but I guess it's actually kind of nice to have 2 Swerving Currents. That's pretty good AoE this early on. This red stone, I have no idea what we're gonna do with the red stone. It could go on the Seek Higher Power. At the very least, we'll look in the chests before we decide on it, so. And of course, it's a single target fight after we put in both of the AoE cards. Whatever. Big damage turn, though. Kind of wanted that Galvanize. 19 next turn. Seems a little unlikely we actually get the kill. Yeah. I'll hold 1 Dissipate. Seems reasonable enough. Okay, we can actually cripple him here. Nice attack, bro. And he's out of here. Okay, first upgrade point. Crippling Blow is a maybe. We have not needed the Groundeds at all. Presumably they'll be good eventually. We're not going to be able to crush through everything so easily forever. And then the extra scaling will be appreciated. We're probably going to drop the Swerving Currents because there's so much other vulnerable coming up, right? We're getting Natural 20, we're getting Prime Query. So, yeah, we don't need to upgrade Swerving Currents. Let's do Crippling Blow. This is a fun card. Just for fun. It's not like it's bad anyway, at least not on Tempest. Armored Approach is pretty good. It's a good stone carrier. This yellow stone. Rolling Thunder would be good primarily as an overcharge generator. I don't think we're going to need it for the shock. Seems like our Zeal tree is going to be taking care of shock for us. So, yeah, and we probably don't need the Rebuke. Limit Break's coming up. We already have the... Yeah, you know what? I'm going to take the Rolling Thunder. I don't even know if we're going to use it yet. But some overcharge would be good. And then at this point, I guess I will upgrade one of the Groundeds. Very infrequently will you remove both Groundeds from this deck, although very often you will remove one. Battle Plan and Shifting Winds. Interesting. Doesn't really strike me as a Shifting Winds deck, given what we see coming up so far. Like, this would be fine. I would be reasonably happy with this card, but I think Battle Plan is going to be a little bit better. A bit more Zeal filter through for cards. And we could even upgrade it. We're going to have it alongside the Seakyre power, so that's quite a bit of hand control. A lot of draw power there. Helps us deal with garbage cards. Makes us consistent. Tower Shield, not a bad upgrade. I would definitely put it in at that point, right? Actually, yeah, you know, let's do the Tower Shield, and then we can upgrade the Battle Plan later. Put it in instead of 1 Dissipate, and then let's actually just cut the other Grounded for the time being, get Seakyre power in there, some Overcharge, and should I just put the Redstone in it? That seems good to me. I think we're going to keep this around. This will be one of our better sources of Overcharge for a while if we get it upgraded. Battle Plan I'll wait on. And I'm not going to bother with Rolling Thunder yet either. Okay. So recurring random heavy cards is really good, although we don't play that many block cards, so this one's a bit questionable. Upgrading cards from the deck is pretty cool. And eventually maybe getting Shock. Beard Knot's fine. Just 1 Blackstone is a long ways away, and we're only seeing 1 purple so far. So if there are more purples and reds, maybe I'd be more interested. I don't know how much we care about that green. No other buffs we're picking up, it's just the 1 Grounded, which isn't really crucial or anything, it's just kind of nice to have. I mean, the upgrade density obviously is very low right now. So more upgrades is always good. And we are kind of aiming to have a Shock build later on. And this gets us that. Let's take it. Yeah, open with Grounded. Nice. I think we purged 2 of these. Do that. That seems like the play. First upgrade, let's just do the Seakyre power. Build up the Overcharge quickly. We already got the Grounded down. We should end up with quite a bit of Overcharge. Okay, so we only need 1 Dissipate, because the rest of the block will come from our Zeal. So we can get rid of you. We want to do Vulnerable first, so I think it's current charge, Dissipate. Yeah. And then we kick ourselves up to 7. Next upgrade. None of the block cards really matter. This would get extra vulnerable on him right before he summons the fish, but then adaptation kicks in, so it's going to fall off anyway. So we'll just do a Galvanize. Hey, what's up, Robin? Yeah, I don't think there's any, outside of the challenge coins, I don't think there's anything that's random upgrades. Although it doesn't specify that it's chosen. Okay, let's see. So the Crippling Blow kind of matters. It is also just the hardest hit we have here, right? So the delay block's pretty convenient there. It's not that much harder. 1 turn of weak and slow versus... Actually, let's just take the extra Overcharge. Aren't some Zeal effects? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure they're all targeted, aren't they? I don't use those ones very often. Do I have any of them right now? Don't think I do. I'm pretty sure that they're targeted. Although those are some of my least favorite Zeals, it's true. There's like a 7 or 10 Zeal that upgrades 2, and there's like a 3 or 5 that upgrades 1, I want to say is what they are. Yeah, they're not the most valuable, usually, so I wouldn't be surprised if you just never used them and figured that they would be random. Looks like we got this fight in the bag, though. Actually getting the shock off the perpetual motion device. Get crippled. And finally, we'll be picking up our first point of fervor. How you doing today, Robin? Good to see you as always. Glad to have you here in the chat. Is there anything to do with this Yellowstone? Could maybe go on this battle plan. Otherwise, it's just gonna end up on some random card. Yeah, I don't think I need it right now anyway. It's nice to have activity in the chat. It's fun to talk with people, so don't feel like you're blabbering. Do I need to hold this dissipate? Almost maybe. Yeah, Robin, I'm pretty sure that this is literally the only stream on all of Twitch where you can watch max difficulty gameplay for vaults. What's up, Hace? Good to see you as well, man. Hope you're having a nice day. I kind of feel like I actually do need to hold this dissipate, which means... do I just play all of these? 2, 3... I guess so. And then we'll upgrade the Seek again. Okay, so turns out we did not need the extra dissipate, but can use it now. Stuff's getting pretty expensive. Yeah, I can't even... yeah, if there's no point in playing that, we'll do it this way. Would have been nice to have a Zeal 5 by now. Decent chunk of threat coming our way next turn. I guess we'll upgrade this intervention. Okay, so we could play it for 3. Yeah, let's play this for 3. Purge, purge. This is really awkward. There's no way to play the crippling blow without taking damage. That kind of sucks. Right? Yeah, there's no way. It can't be done. So I guess we're just gonna play this, do this for 3, and hold the crippling blow. Use it next turn. I'm trying a lot of damage anyway. Nonetheless, I think I'm gonna use this just for the little bit of overcharge. We can upgrade... probably just a random charge, truthfully. Our block is going to come from Zeal. Galvanize next turn. Do we need to hold this? 5. I could just play everything but the close-in. That honestly seems okay. 19 next turn. Yeah, okay. Try and play this one a little bit safer. Okay, we just drew Tower Shield, huh? Sure, I guess. Just more damage upgrades? Yeah, we'll go for damage upgrades. I'm not convinced we kill him on this turn, but we should definitely kill him next turn. Crippling Blow gets us there. And finally, we can get a Zeal 5 power. That sure did take a while. I don't necessarily want to discharge, but the shock's good, and then, you know, we can upgrade this later to just have shock 4 on everyone for free. And that's going to be pretty strong, I think, so... We are going to a shrine. We could take this if we want. More vulnerable application? That seems very unnecessary. Prime, Quarry, and Natural 20. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna need that. Do I just take it for souls in that case? It's really not gonna bother us very much, I don't think. Especially because we can put in the battle plan. So... I kind of want to drain it. Yeah, I want souls. Not something I do all that often. But I think I can totally afford to do it this time. Let's see. I'm gonna cut a swerving for limit break. And 1 charge for the battle plan. More consistency, another way to ditch the void. And... do I put the Yellowstone in? Not sure. Robin says, I'm usually a little sad when my first Zeal 5 has discharge before my deck can generate too much overcharge. Yeah, it's definitely not ideal a lot of the time. At least in this case, you know, where we have the perpetual motion device. So it's like, even if we're keeping our overcharge relatively low, that means we're getting lots of upgrades. And early on right now, the upgrades are at their best. And then later on, when we can more support the discharge, then we're just going to be getting free shock off of this thing. Definitely softens the blow. But I do tend to agree that usually it's not all that great. Nonetheless, it's still best, I think, to just take the 5 here as your first choice. This is like 99% of the time what you should do with your first fervor. If you ask me. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, you're gonna get a lot more value in the early game from it, that's for sure. Okay, well, that AoE shock... about that... might take a small hit next turn. I think that's just gonna be okay, right? Yeah, we're gonna do some of this. Go after righty. This is 30 damage. It should probably be killing no matter what. If they have any shock from like a dissipate. I don't think I need to upgrade this basically. Let's just upgrade the battle plan to handle the void, more likely. Okay, so we can go close in plus dissipate. No galvanize allowed. I guess we'll just be charging then. Get the rage so that it actually kills you. We have not actually applied any shock so far. And then here, I think the Swerving Currents is actually the pick. Slightly more AoE damage. Nice, okay. We do manage to discard the Void in a very convenient manner, but what's not nice is that we don't have any block! Crud. Well, I think it's a little too late for Grounded here. We'll at least get a little bit from Zeal, but yeah, that could have been a lot nicer. We don't want to use the Zeal here, because again, that would discharge to shock them, and then this guy attacks for more. 15 damage, though, that sucks. Definitely sucks. It's a pretty unlikely draw, all things considered. So we could just play this for 3, and I think that's fine. Purge that for delay block. Purge down all of this, really. And here, I think we're just gonna upgrade charges until we end the fight. That was a rough one. Yeah, sure, limit break. These guys are always a little annoying when you have a lot of incidental debuffs. But we get most of our health back, and we have a health potion that we just picked up, so I guess that's pretty cool. So I'm fine letting the battle plan and the Seek get upgraded by the perpetual motion device. I think at this point, I want to upgrade the juiced up. Purging it for overcharge is going to be pretty handy, I think. We'll toss that in over... I mean, maybe the intervention, actually. We haven't really been using this in a way that was all that great compared to just playing regular blocks. It's either that or another charge. I guess I could go a little bit denser on block. The purple stone... Where do we want the purple stone? Probably on a card that we don't have yet, is what I'm gonna say. R button for even more vulnerable, E button for even more vulnerable. This is just the vulnerable floor. Of course, these two being, well, these three cards, rather, being as late as they are. Does mean that this does have some appeal, but I think we're fine with this elite no matter what. So, do I want to be discharging... Debatable? Like, I don't really want either of these because I don't think they matter enough. But I also kind of don't want this because of excessive discharging right now. I'm sure it'll be good eventually, right? Because we might just leave the Zeal 7 untouched and just let that be our overcharge source. And we'll have, like, shock, and then if this comes into play, we can have even more overcharge or shock. So I guess I'll take the Tesla Trident here and see what we can do with it. We did not draw a way to get rid of the Void this time. Probably just want to cripple him. And here, this will upgrade the Seek. Generate a bit more overcharge. Okay, so we can always do this. Don't need that. We're gonna play one Dissipate. Okay, so it looks like we're not playing any charges in that case. And the order doesn't really matter. Next upgrade. Probably the Close-In. I think that's actually going to be pretty convenient if we draw it. We did! Start with the Seek. So we don't need those. Throw that out. And I guess we'll play Grounded. Might take a small hit. I mean, he's doing Frenzy Charge, so it's probably okay to just play Tower Shield in this case. And then what? Do we want Galvanize or do we want the Double Charge? Should probably actually go for the Double Charge and just build up Shock. Now that the Grounded Plus is in play, I don't think I need the Galvanize. We'll just do this. So now he has 13 Shock. We can... Let's upgrade this Limit Break even. We'll lose all our overcharge now. 32 damage next turn. Still have an intervention. That's... We'll upgrade it, I guess. I'm a little bit concerned here. Okay, I mean, there's the Limit Break. How much is it right now? 41. Let's go ahead and Seek. We'll pitch Galvanize for sure, and I think also Crippling Blow. Just do that. So at this point, we're hitting the Zeal 7, but not the 10. purge this, we go up to 4, and then I play one of those, we go up to 6. 3, I purge that, I play this, and we're actually getting all the rage. Is that enough? How much actually is that? How much actually is that? That's... Oh, I don't want to do the math, man. Is there anything that's happening here that matters? The Hungering Whirl? I don't think it's enough. Next turn we're drawing close enough. Ugh. It's actually a really bad turn next turn. Like, terrible turn. I'm just gonna hope that it is enough in that case. Oh, look at that! You gotta be kidding me. It is not. It is not enough. We'll get overcharged from the Zeal 7, but that doesn't do anything. Yeah. Damn it! I could tell it was gonna be really close. Whatever, we got a health potion. This turn would have been so crappy, though. So it's probably smart to take the damage anyway, but man. Just a smidge of something. Anything that could have made the difference there. Let's just roll into the next fight and finally get our good vulnerable. Ah, the treasure goblin. Always a pleasure. Just damage. I guess let's try and build up Zeal. Okay. We got you, Goblin. Alright, that'll go in the deck for sure. Does it replace the Swerving Currents? I guess I could still keep swerving around for a little while. The extra fervor we're gonna get here will also help a lot. Yeah, sure, I'll take some overcharge. This is interesting. Kinda just want to limit break him. Because if we do this... that seems pretty good. I don't think I care about the grounded anymore. Yeah, we'll upgrade the AoE, why not? We actually have a lot of overcharge at this point. We have to play the juiced up if we don't want to take damage. Well, that's lame. We also can't kill him with a charge. It has to be galvanize. Ridiculous. Either way, that turn 1 I'm pretty sure secured this as a guaranteed win. We'll take Rage, and then wipe them up. I don't know what we're really looking for in this booster pack. We have most of the pieces already. Another juiced up. Time to maim. I mean, we generate a decent amount of rage, although as we change up our Zeal tree, that may cease to be the case. I don't think I want a conduit one way or another. That's too much discharge. Not only could we not afford it, but even if we could, I think we'd rather keep the overcharge. This is probably just the roll. Well, that's a bunch of rage. Sure, I actually think I could make quite a bit of use of that. Here we'll just purge the void. Probably don't need to heal. We'll get most of it back in a bit anyway. Okay, what now? I want the have at you. Do I cut another charge? I honestly think I can. You know, just going like have at you, spell into, where is it? Limit break. That's like an enormous amount of damage. Especially if they could be vulnerable ahead of time. I sort of want to just put this purple stone on a prime quarry. Although I'm wondering if it might be better to upgrade this natural 20 and let that be my vulnerable source. Put the purple stone on that. Currently, of course, the prime quarry is just better, but this upgrades to get extra shock, whereas this doubles the duration of vulnerable, and very importantly, gives us multiple turns through adaptation, which is like the biggest deal. It's not going to matter versus the void, but for everything up until that point, it is going to matter. So I think we're actually going to put the purple stone in here, and that means that we wait. In which case, I guess we just leave the deck as is. Shield Bash will be nice. We'll absolutely replace another Dissipate for this. Same 2 mana for 10 block, but it does not randomly discharge us sometimes, which we don't want to do, and it extends our vulnerable. Wow, this hand sucks. I'll keep this just because it's very efficient next turn. And I guess I'll upgrade the limit break. This is a good fight for a big single target hit. So let's see. We want to play this for 3. If we play this for 4, we have 1 energy, purge, purge, that's 3. Works out. So we go swerving, crippling, play it for 3, we hit 7. Nice turn. This time the upgrade is going to be Seek. And hopefully we just draw like Seek plus Limit Break here. No? Okay. I guess Prime Quarry and Galvanize is still pretty good. Bump ourselves up to 7 again. Okay, well here's Limit Break. How big can we make it? It's too late for you, Grounded. We don't need double Dissipate. I'm just gonna purge that. It's not ever really gonna kill, is it? Do I just hold it? We don't know what we're drawing at all next turn. If I could make him vuln... There's some really good draws if we hold this. I think I'm gonna hold it. He's actually getting shock off the Perpetual Motion as well. Okay, because yeah, see, that's the other thing, is if we don't draw the stuff we need, sometimes we just draw a bunch of block. So we'll go Dissipate, Dissipate. This is dealing a lot already. And we can go up to 5. We can't quite reach 10. So that's a little bit sad. So we'll just do this instead, and now we block for 2. Take 2 damage. I'm sure there was a way to clear this with no damage, but 2 is fine. And he's out of here. So I think I can delay the upgrade on the natural 20 for a bit, potentially, if I account for the shield bash, but what's the upgrade at that point? This other juiced up, right? I mean, I don't know. I think it's probably smart to just get this done and taken care of. We're not going to be able to rely on perpetual motion for upgrades forever. Our overcharge is going to become more and more difficult to control the more stuff we have going on. Here, though, I think I should just go straight to the 4 shock. Because, like I said, we might just leave this. Obviously, we're not hitting Zeal 10 very often right now. And the 3 block here has been reasonable. This is the end goal. But for now, we're just going to do this. So out with Prime Quarry, Purple Stone on the natural 20, throw that bad boy in there. And let's try and clear this boss fight without having to use our potion, huh? Just limit break right out the gate, huh? Is that ever gonna do anything for us? It seems unlikely. We want a battle plan anyway to try and get, like, the grounded. And even just anything that gives us overcharge, really. Okay, we did not find it. I guess we'll just be crippling him instead then, huh? Yeah, sorry, limit break. And I think I'll hold the intervention. So maybe I do this, and then pop the spell. It seems good. What's going on, Bentley? Watch the hidden run from yesterday, Crazy Duck. Yeah, that was a really powerful one. We pretty much just cruised through the entire run. Let's get more overcharge going. Very, very, very strong deck. Falmer's Fox went nuts. We drew Tower Shield. Are we ever just playing that instead? I kind of think we are. Guess I'm a little bit sad for having held this. And there's not much we can actually do proactively here. These guys are going to start buffing themselves soon. We don't have much to deal with them. I mean, both of these expel, of course, right? So I guess we'll keep the one that has the purge effect around. So to that end, I think it's ideal to go purge, play, purge. That. And that actually could be pretty good. Not a bunch of galvanizes. I don't know if we're gonna have the energy. I'll upgrade it just to make sure we can throw it down. Play like the 1 block card. Do that, try and throw out damage. Oh wow, okay, never mind. This is apparently a setup turn instead. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, we didn't draw any block! Uh-oh. We're already vulnerable, so this doesn't matter. We're getting 3 off of this. Yeah, this kind of sucks, huh? I don't think we should care about going after these guys at this point. We don't have to use the potion yet, so I'm not gonna. But that was a terrible draw order for that turn. We really wanted this stuff. 16 next turn, so this is just too convenient. And we're hopefully just gonna kill this guy before these dudes being buffed up matters. Okay, a lot of rage coming in. Pitch that, pitch that. Always purging that. We can play both of these if we purge this. That seems good. 75 damage. He's not actually going to be vulnerable. We're going to have the spell back, so maybe we just like limit break him to death. 11 shock. We're going to have a lot of energy coming in. It's a bit sketch. Okay. How much is this? Yeah, okay. We got there. We got there. That was a little bit scary, though. Ending with 56 health here. Not too bad. Booster pack with a rare, we could probably use that, actually. I don't think I really have a good Blackstone target right now. Not really. Yeah, these, like, there's some funny memes where you do, like, double have at you. I don't know, maybe, like, in the ideal scenario, we're doing, like, Blackstone have at you, and then we activate the spell, that's 4 Zeal. And then we somehow get 2 more Zeal and throw out the Limit Break, and that's like stupid amounts of damage, but that's so idealistic. I don't think it's going to happen. And that's a lot of money. I'm just going to take the booster pack, I think, right? We don't really need the Vanguard Shield. Yeah, just give me a booster. What's inside? Overload? It's been a while since I've had Overload. In fact, actually, I don't know if I've really had a run with this. I certainly haven't had one on stream since it got nerfed. This used to hit every enemy, now it only hits the highest HP enemy. We do gain a reasonable amount of overcharge in small increments, right? So it's like 1 here, this is giving us overcharge sometime, we have the juiced up and potentially another one to throw in. We could put in Rolling Thunder. That's always fun. I think that's a good rare. I don't think I really want Zigzag. It's so unreliable. I mean, it is 0, but, you know, it's so unreliable. I'm just gonna roll it. Raw power. Also not really what I want. Okay. What are we looking at on this floor? I see this, which is kind of funny, but the problem is I can't do that if I'm going to the Soul Collector, and we have to go to the Soul Collector. So, sorry, Dark Idol. Looks like this is how we're going to be ending the path. Come from either of these sides. Check the map rewards. Shock and block, kind of good. We don't actually have, like, any tempo right now, do we? So, contraposition's pretty bad. Which is a shame. If we had tempo, then the contraposition would be really nice with, like, Limit Break, you know? You gain tempo the turn before, and then you play the contraposition, and you basically have a whole bunch of free Zeal. But, yeah, we can't do that. Yet another Prime Query. Yeah, these are pretty underwhelming. Very underwhelming. I think we're just going to ignore that, then, for the most part. Try and grab the elites. I could go up like this. Visit the Lost and Found. We're gonna have enough to buy an elite relic there. And then I guess we just do this. I guess that's the path. Shame that the floor rewards are so crappy. I'm really glad I took that card pack. Okay, in that case, we're getting a green stone soon. Ish. It's actually not that soon. But we will be getting one eventually that we can put in the overload. This is gonna matter. Powered shield, I don't think is all that great. The shield bash, I said I was gonna do this earlier and I forgot to. Whoops. I could also be playing a weighted assault. This is not bad. It's good for delay rage. We can get quite a bit of block. We have like the Tesla Trident, right? So I guess I'll actually swap out 1 more for the weighted assault. And how do I get this overload into the deck? Do I cut the swerving? It's literally my only AoE card. Is there even a single AoE card here on the map? No. Have we been offered any AoE? This is kind of wild. Maybe we can find some in the treasure chest? Jeez. In that case, it would just be another charge. I don't know. The limit break's been a bit of an issue for me. I've had trouble maximizing it, so we could cut that instead. Or we could cut the have at you. This one we haven't done super great stuff with, but it's probably better in a vacuum than limit break. I don't know, this is tough. I would cut a galvanize, but that pulls against the overload, being able to actually gain overcharge. I guess we'll cut 1 more. One more charge. We'll hold on to the bluestone. The chest is coming up soon, right? Hilariously, this sneak attack could actually be pretty important because it's a way to trigger shock a bunch of times, in theory. Of course, with blind spot on, it's hard to side in and out the way you would normally want to. And there's a reasonable number of, like, bosses that only have one frenzy. Stuff like that. If we might actually just stick this in the deck and just leave it. I don't know what we cut for it, but we might just leave it in the deck. Okay, these guys to start. Are we playing Limit Break ever? 1, 2, can't afford that. I always want to do this. I always want to do this, right? So, yeah, no Limit Break. I will just bump up to 5 here, though. I don't think I want to... For this fight in particular, I don't think I want that. We'll go with Battle Plan. And obviously the upgrade on it, like a real upgrade, will be a lot better once it's green stoned. So that I can do it on the sort of freebie turn at the start of each fight. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sounds like a good turn to me. In fact, I mean, I don't even need to play this to block. I could just play the awaited assault. He's still vulnerable next turn no matter what. No more vulnerable coming up, though. I probably should play it. So we're always purging that. So we'll go Overload, Shield, Bash, and I guess I won't play it. We'll just get rid of a bit more burning. That's so much damage. I can't possibly say no. Upgrade the Swerving here, because you're going to be dead very soon. Might as well get a bit of extra damage on the Pyramites. And we're hovering at a reasonable amount of overcharge right now. Where's my damage? Let's try and find it. Okay, well, we got the Swerving. This is weird. I don't think I want the Intervention. This is really weird. It's just Galvanizes left. Okay. So I'm just gonna go Close In, Dissipate, Swerve. Oh wow, that's actually lethal, huh? I did not think it was gonna be quite that much. But that's why we left that in there. We do want some AoE, right? You build up enough rage, and even a seemingly underwhelming card like that can become nuts. Well, so there's Consecrate. That's probably better AoE. The Sift is interesting. I mean, we do have the Limit Break, of course, right? It's a lot of Zeal. On the other hand, it lets us gain Zeal if we have Limit Break in hand, too. I don't think we have enough Overcharge for Imbue. Ardor, yeah, no, just take the Consecrate. Take the Consecrate, and... what on earth do we upgrade right now? I wonder if I should just get this in the books. It's gonna be a little bit before our next one. I don't think we'll have the green stone by then, though. It's actually gonna take us, like, forever to get that green stone. But that's so much shock. Yeah, I'll bite. I'll bite. It's always more likely when you upgrade a card that doesn't expel that you can end up getting the perpetual motion on it, right? So, do I want to take out Swerving Currents for Consecrate? Do I want to take out Charge for Consecrate? I guess I'll just do this. And I should probably think about the Bluestone now. It's kind of nice on a weighted assault, actually. Yeah, I think I'm actually leaning towards that. try that. Still have this Rolling Thunder in the back of my mind because it's good with the overload, but I don't think it's good enough yet. This could be a big limit break. I mean, it's not going to be that big, but I will do it. 53 gets us up to 7. That's reasonable. Okay, so here we actually have to play the close in if we want the block. Fine. Have it your way. And then we'll just set up. So the Consecrate is actually going to deal pretty significant damage to the Unholy Creations with all the shock and the Vuln they have on right now. Of course, we have to actually draw it. We can't draw it. We can't draw it. It wasn't meant to be. I mean, the Crippling Blow is like so unnecessary at this point, so I'm just going to pitch that. Do I just hold this? Hold it for the Consecrate? Makes us take more damage, but like, does that even matter? They've got a lot of shock. They're still gonna have Vuln. Oh yeah, we redrew the Swerving even. And we didn't even need it. I was pretty sure they were all just gonna die to that. Okay, we got a Patience Potion. We have so many souls, by the way. Just like to mention that. This is gonna be crazy soul collector. Okay, so here, the Zeal 10 is still like abysmal, 4%. I think we just start working our way towards Shock 6. Do I pick this up or... I guess at this point we can leave it here. We've had to play block on a lot of turns anyway to block a small amount just because the 3 doesn't quite cover it. And the overblock that we'd be getting more than makes up for it, so I guess I will leave it this way. Take 5 here. Ouch. Fight an elite. If this is the Hag, this sneak attack is going to be so good. I kind of really want the sneak attack, man. I think I can cut a Galvanize at this point, honestly. Definitely not a Miracle Halberd deck. We are holding cards somewhat often for Tool Case, but Pickled Hand is probably just better, right? We got a lot of expensive stuff. More energy seems good. A lot of energy generation. Okay, Beast of Malice. I mean, Sneak Attack's good against him too, right? So always gonna do this. This is probably a good turn for a Crippling Blow, yeah. Alternatively, we could try to set up a huge limit break. But I don't think so. I don't think so. If I go... I have 1 Zeal, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We do still get the Delay Rage. I guess I'll go for it. Grounded, huh? That's fine. I shouldn't need it. It looks like this is going to be a really fast one. %75% rage. He's only attacking for 6. We can upgrade... I actually have no idea what we want to upgrade here. We did trigger his ability. I guess it's just the sneak attack. He's going to have a lot. Let's see if we can draw it. We did. Okay, so it's already hitting reasonably hard. Let's get some more rage. Don't need you. Don't really need you. Was hoping for Have At You, I guess. Well, that's fine. We can just go play both of these, extend the vulnerable. This is going to deal a lot. 90 damage, yeah, that's pretty good. Guess we'll just upgrade the block here. It'll block 19. He's gonna attack us for 30 after this. There's the overload, of course, in the bottom of the deck. Kind of have nothing to do this turn. We'll just hold the tower shield, and that'll be the block we need. I guess we're taking a small hit here, and that just has to be okay. Yeah, 3 damage is really not that bad. And at this point, I guess we can just upgrade the limit break. So we'll play that out. No point in worrying about that. I definitely want to play this instead of purging it, even though we miss out on hand. Upgrade the battle plan, because at this point we just want to draw our limit break. He's no longer vuln. We can reapply the vuln, and we've got the limit break, so do a little bit of this, do a little bit of this, do a little bit of that, send something expensive, and Bob's your uncle. What's up, Hurry McDirt? It's going reasonably well. We had one scary fight on the previous floor, but things have seemed to have smoothed over a good bit. We have 41 souls. When was the last time you saw me with that many souls? Alright, we get to buy a nice elite artifact here as well. I almost want to take the beard knot just to get the stupid green stone. But that seems silly. It's probably better to grab like the tool case or something, right? Or the E button. The E button's pretty good. I'm thinking maybe just the E button. Make the vulnerable a little bit more reliable, but also that weak and slow helps us dump more of our energy into huge damage. We're gonna get the greenstone eventually. And then in terms of cards, we'll just take like the armored approach, I think. Right? Probably. I don't want to spend anything. I don't think I can even afford one of these. Yeah, I can't. So it's... We already have a Rolling Thunder that we're not really using. We definitely don't want the Rebuke. It's either Shifting Winds or Armored Approach. I don't think we're going to use either. But I'll take the Armored Approach. There's my E button. Yeah, that's that. Okay, so this is a fight where sneak attack's not so great. Those are gonna happen. How much limit breaking can we do? We're always purging this, right? We have 6 energy going here. No, it just doesn't line up, does it? Playing this... I guess we'll just do this. This is a pretty good amount of damage. I think that's justifiable. Upgrade-wise, let's just boost draw consistency. Like, given that we had no vulnerable, I'm reasonably happy with that. Oh, a duplicated overload. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna matter here, huh? We would like to have block that isn't tower shield. I don't really want to use that here. I think that matters more than the overcharge. Okay, yeah. We'll go overload battle plan. Okay, close in is almost enough block. A weighted assault gets us the rest of the way, so we can pitch you. And I guess you. Intervention is going to be our block next turn. So we'll play this. And we're in a weird spot right now. I think we actually want to purge this and play the natural 20. We'll take a little bit here. But we're pretty primed and ready now for this coming turn, I think. If we don't draw intervention, I guess it's a bit bad. But we always draw intervention. Holy cow, can you imagine? Okay, so we just gotta play this for 5. So that means we can cripple you. Purge, play, purge, play, and then anything finishes it. Sure, I'll upgrade my shield bash, why not? And limit break to finish him off. We're not really using any of our stones to particular value. Yeah. Yeah, so it kind of doesn't matter here. I'll go with the yellow one. The upgrade point here, I mean, we're upgrading battle plan a lot. So maybe I should just pick that. On the other hand, the limit break can be pretty relevant. Weighted assault for more overcharge is kind of nice. I don't know, man. Quite a few decent upgrade choices here. We're getting 2 more upgrade points coming up. This is a toughie. This is a toughie. It's either sneak attack or limit break, I'm feeling. I want to solidify my damage. And since sneak attack is less reliable, it's going to be good against the void, of course, but it's less reliable in other fights, so we'll go with limit break first. We'll go ahead and pick up the shock here. That'll be nice. That is really going to ramp up our shock. Our zeal 10% is going down. That's not what you want to see normally. Oh, hey, a secret room. That is terrible. I've got 43 souls. You think I can afford to skip the soul collector? Hell no. Alright, just the council. Not such a bad fight. Do I ever play the have at you here? Honestly, I might as well. Yeah, sometimes the secret room just, like, makes it awesome. Usually it makes it terrible. Your pathing, that is. The last, like, 3, I think, that I've seen on stream have been awful. Not a good showing from the secret rooms as of late. Let's go ahead and seek, huh? Don't need you. Definitely not going to play you, right? Overload, dissipate, swerving, take 2. That should pretty much be all the damage. Probably could have played it safer if I wanted to. These guys are not very threatening. But in the interest of wrapping this fight up in a reasonable time frame, that's not what we're gonna do. So I purge this. This will be blocking for 7, so that's 18. I still have to take 1 more. That's a little bit annoying. Where's all our damage, man? We drew through it all really quickly, huh? Very well. Go ahead and just do, oh wait, actually, that was... Yeah, my max energy isn't enough. Never mind, man, never mind. We're just gonna make you vulnerable, I guess. Tough choice. Button goes off now. 6 out of 6 energy. So these ones actually have buffed Frenzy, so the sneak attack is pretty good there. I guess we'll put the shock on him. Yeah, that should work. That should seal it up. Boost the draw consistency again. Lost my awaited assault and my consecrate, huh? Sure. So we want to play this for 2 so we can go like swerving plus crippling. Hurry says, oh, hold on a Hurry says, do you know of any other unblockable instances of damage, or is that bloated sea creature exploding in the future strike step the only one? Learned that one the hard way some runs ago. So I guess you're referring to enemies putting threat on the stack. Yeah, this I'm pretty sure that's the only instance. It's a very specific thing that has to happen, right? After you end your turn, but before the threat stack triggers, if more threat is added on, then you'll be taking that damage. But almost always, when you end your turn, the threat stack triggers before anything else happens. Future strike triggering is like one of the very few things that happens in that little interim period. I guess technically, if you have the Garnet Band, bleed happens too. Before the enemy does their actions, but after you click end, and that could cause the same thing with the bloated exploding. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I can't think of any off the top of my head. It's a very specific interaction, and yeah, it's definitely easy to get caught off guard by that kind of stuff. Yeah, I was saying if specifically you have the Garnet Band... Oh, but wait, no, you're right, actually. The Garnet Band makes it happen before the enemy actions, but it's still after threat triggers. Even with the Garnet Band, yeah. So that might be like the literal only way. That might be the only possible way. Yeah, I was thinking about, like, what about the enemies that, like, force you to draw and stuff, and you could have, like, Forbidden Pact or whatever, the daughter buff, but no, that doesn't do it either. I can't think of anything else. Anyway, we spent all our money at the Lost and Found, so there's, like, nothing for us to buy here. Grease Lightning. Oh, Inner Oasis. I love that. Would have bought that if I could. Unupgraded Rumble, pretty underwhelming. Yeah, I don't think I want to buy either of these things. Save our money for the well. Here we can just go crazy, though. So we got the Parade Tuba, but we have only 2 buffs, huh? 6 Zeal on this one, 2 Zeal on that one. The Champion's Banner is going to be a hell of a lot of shock for us because... Oh yeah, we have a Zeal point we didn't... Or a Fervor point that we didn't spend either. I don't know what we're going to do with that. I guess we'll unlock a Zeal 10. So our 3 and our 5 is 6 to the highest and 4 to everyone. So the banner actually is kind of amazing here, I think, huh? We're going to take that. This is the cheapest you'll ever see a rare relic, 15. I don't think it can go any cheaper than that. So we'll buy that too. Oh, the Codex. Okay, well now we have all of our Zeal. And then Mobius Bracelet for extra energy is actually not bad at all. Plus some free block. I kind of like that, really. I mean, a red Voidstone is okay. We don't really have a great carrier for it, though. It's only getting single triggered, and we took the yellow bead. Honestly, I'm just going to take the Mobius Bracelet. I think we can actually make pretty good use of that. Thank you, Mr. Soul Collector. That was a nice little shopping spree we went on. And the green stone, it's finally on screen. We're going to get it eventually, guys, I swear. Okay, so let's do our Zeal stuff real quick. Do we want Overcharge here, or do we want Shock? Probably Shock. Not that it matters much. We're basically never actually triggering it, but I think that is all we want to do. We are going to be a lot more likely to trigger it now because we get Zeal 2 every turn for free. Yeah, for real, man. That was the most I've spent at the Soul Collector in a hot minute. He's laughing all the way to the bank. I mean, I got a good deal out of it too, though, I guess, so... There's no laughing to be done where everyone's happy. Everyone is happy. What the heck do I do with this green stone, though, huh? That's the real question. Or the black stone, excuse me. I was talking about the have at you meme, like, that's funny, but I don't think it's actually good. We aren't even going to use the contraposition. We probably won't use the second intervention. This fight's giving us not a card, so this is what we got. We could potentially buy a draft or get like a card pack or something at the well, and like it just does not seem very likely to matter. I don't know, man. We're gonna put the greenstone in the overload almost for sure, so maybe I just do blackstone grounded, and that's that. I just don't see anything else worth doing. I really don't. So, what the hell? Carrying case sounds pretty nice. Purging heavy cards isn't so bad either. We have... Actually, not that many, huh? Yeah, we're down to just 2 heavies, 3 heavies. And those are mostly cards we want to play. The Bezel Wire would get... We could certainly use more Void Stones. We have a decent amount of mid-turn card draw. The Battle Plan, the Awaited Assault draws us 1 off the blue stone, the Seek-Higher Power. All things considered, I think I'd rather have a carrying case. Dolus! Hope you're ready for your limits to be broken. You can put an awful lot of vulnerable on you. It's a little expensive though, huh? On the bright side, it's a lot of zeal. Don't want to consecrate? Probably not. This gets us up to 7 anyway. Yeah, that's gotta be good enough, I think. And then, yeah, we'll just leave that be. Upgrade-wise, I guess we mostly just want to go for expensive stuff. We'll go with closing. Almost everything came in at its base cost, except the Galvanize. It's kind of interesting. Looks like we're just playing a Tower Shield here, huh? Right? So 16 block, and that's it. Yeah, I guess we're just playing a Tower Shield. Without the overcharge on this, it's a lot less good. Still, drawing into damage would actually be pretty nice. I think... I think I'm going to go ahead and play a Weighted Assault now and pitch the Dissipate. We do Limit Break? Because if we go Tower Shield... I really wish I could get the Have At You in there too, but it's just not quite going to happen, huh? It's either Galvanize... I mean, doing Limit Break first to get all the rage and then Galvanize is going to be way better, right? And we can't even do that. What am I going on about? We don't gain energy. We aren't triggering hand or anything. It is what it is here. 203 damage is not bad though. We'll just hold the Galvanize for next turn. Big crippling blow too, huh? This is a lot of damage we've got here. Everything came in really cheap. She's already vulnerable. It's 120, that's 99. So it's definitely not actually a kill, right? But we have plenty of block with the intervention. So, yeah, sounds good to me. We'll just do this for a bit more block. And then crippling, Galvanize. There's the block. Trigger the hand. She's 38 shock. Good lord. Not a bad fight. Tempest often does quite well against Dolus. I'm sure we all know that by now. So we can do whatever we want here. 500 Essence is kind of relevant for the Well of Stars. Versus just the safety of heals. I mean, I'm feeling pretty confident. We do have this health potion. Like, do I really care about the Well of Stars? I don't think anything I can get there even matters all that much, in all honesty, so I guess I'll just be lame and take the healing. There's nothing I'm forgetting in here that I want, is there? I don't think so. I mean, I guess Guidance is actually probably better than a Dissipate, isn't it? Yeah, I should probably do that, at least. That's a fairly marginal change, but we'll do it. Okay, I'm gonna like consecrate into limit break. Yeah, I know, right? Healing. I'm such a weenie. But I just don't think I'm gonna care about the essence, so not this time. What's the most expensive thing I could feel good sending? I mean, sneak attack is obviously not very good against this fight, so I could just send that. That's 3 zeal, which puts us at 5. And then, like, anything else gets us enough. Can we afford if we I think we can, right? Because we're at 6, and then yeah, we can actually totally do this. Send the sneak attack. Play have at you. 175 damage, huh? Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Oh, 1 second, y'all. I gotta go get something off a high shelf for my wife. Okay, we're back. Let's see. How hard are we styling on Dragon Mother this turn, huh? Not that hard, actually. Like, not that hard at all. I guess we're playing both of these always, right? We don't really need the Seek here, although... No, we don't need the Seek. So we'll just ditch that. Gain block, gain block. I can just hold this to use next turn. With some Vulm, ideally. It's actually quite a bit of damage coming our way. Let's upgrade the Intervention. That's not affected by her effect to limit block, so... Okay, well we have Vulnerable. And we did get the Intervention. So if we play this for 5, that's all the block we need. Can we spend 4 on this, and then purge down 3, that would put us at 4? Not quite enough. I guess we could keep waiting on the crippling. So we would do like this, 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 this. Oh, actually the Pickled Hand, we can totally get there. Yeah, that's 132 damage. I'll take that now. I guess Galvanize just a hit harder. You dead yet? Yes. Yes, you are. Okay, the upgrade point this time... At this stage, I think we've upgraded almost everything we care about. We can go ahead and dump it on the sneak attack this time. It's gonna be good versus the Void, guys, okay? And... that makes this final fight actually not super valuable, but literally just for, like, greenstone progress, I'm actually gonna take it. I want this freaking stone. Okay, well, it's a very low octane first turn here compared to what we've been doing. For this fight, the sneak attack is actually pretty decent, so let's just dump, I don't know, Galvanize, I guess. I don't think we really need Galvanize. And we'll go up to 10, and we can hold this with the carrying case, so we might as well. We already triggered the Pickled Hand and everything. Okay. Okay, so he has so much shock already. That's good stuff. Let's try and do a giant limit break, huh? That's vulnerable. I think we can pitch you and you. Play this, purge. Yeah, this works. 251. A little bit of overkill. A little bit of overkill. Close in plus a weighted assault should be... Oh, and even... Yeah, we should be fine in terms of block. With the delay block off the purge here. This overload's just been in the bottom of the deck most fights, man. At least we don't really need it. It's just kind of extra damage. Helps us do things a little bit faster that we're already doing reasonably well. I was hoping for crippling blow here, but so be it if I'm not going to get it, I guess. So weighted assault is actually going to be a ton of block next turn. We do need a lot of block, though. So I'm vaguely tempted to hold both of these. I think I actually am going to hold both of them, even though I miss out on Pickled Hand. Okay, we got Shield Bash too, but everyone's already vulnerable. So I don't think we bother with the Seek. Let's just go... Or do we actually? I mean, the limit break is probably what we play here, right? Okay, let's do it actually in that case. Have at you probably unnecessary. We can't afford to play limit break and crippling blow, so we'll get rid of that. Purge that. Weighted assault is a lot. We don't need you anymore. And then we'll just hold this. We have the delay ridge. You can have the vulnerable, I guess. Okay. This guy has 100 shock. That's silly. Yeah, we got sneak attack. 327 off the sneak attack. Utterly ridiculous. Let's take you out with that. Take you out with that. And then... 620 off a Galvanize. Big numbers. The last upgrade should probably be Battle Plan because we're like always targeting this with the Perpetual Motion Machine when we get the chance to. Although actually the Weighted Assault upgrade is a really good one too. I'm gonna do Battle Plan though. Oh, what are our Zeal stats actually like now? The Zeal 10 is climbing way up. Just purely from the Codex. That is good stuff. Okay, do we want to change anything? We're halfway to that greenstone, by the way. I think we're just gonna roll in. Blood Hive. This is not a good one for sneak attack. The grounded is nice, though. See if we can get the overload. No? Nope. I guess we'll just hold this. No, if I... Yeah, no, there's really no reason to play it, right? For the overcharge, just... Is that worth it to play it just for... It probably is, honestly. Let's upgrade the... Let's upgrade the Have At You here, actually. I think we're going to be able to kill this guy pretty quickly. Since he has the highest health, he's going to be soaking up all of the Zeal 3 and 10 shock, and when Overload goes into play, which is apparently now, he'll be getting that as well. Let's go up to 10, why not? The limit break is still in there, right? Yes, it is. Okay, and we've got vulnerable in 2 forms. I think we're gonna go with this one. And we're gonna spell. And this is 363, huh? That's pretty good. Nothing else to do here, though, really, huh? Yeah, we're just gonna take a small hit. No real way around it. But we have him just dead to rights now. Most of this gets healed off. It's a little bit concerning that we took that hit there. Hopefully we can finish things out without much more effort. Finish out the whole run. I mean, I guess Swarm is going to help a lot, right? Like, using Swarm on Limit Break. Although, we're using our current spell to get the Limit Break going sometimes here. Also, Swarm on Sneak Attack, though, is nutty, because this is not like a multi-trigger card. So you do actually get full double value off of it. We probably are going to use the Swarm. This is not going to do very much. We apply lots of shock in small increments, so that's pretty irrelevant. 25 max, I don't think we should need. Booster pack with a rare, I don't really think matters much either, though, of course. Especially because they're going to be unupgraded. We'll take this because there's no reason not to. I mean, what rare would be, like, really good here? Anything? I can't really think of much. I suppose there's some not rare cards that we might want to see. Maybe I should just go for the extra health as a safety cushion. I think I'm just going to take the extra health here. It's just, it seems really unlikely we're going to use any of the cards from the pack, and so I'd rather have a benefit instead of no benefit. Alright, in terms of blessings, 40% damage on the Void Touched actually sounds pretty nice. Bust them down really fast. 7 delay block. Stealth and +1 energy, always a good one. Okay, I think we want to fight Star Council and Death Knight in that case. Yeah, the stealth is going to be really handy. We don't have a lot of potions. So for the Void fight... Oh, actually, we have a stealth potion, though, huh? Do we not want to fight the Star Callers and just use the stealth potion against the Void? Yeah, I mean, the only good potion to brew here is the energy, besides the stealth potion. So it would be like, what, brew energy, belt patience? Versus brew stealth belt energy? Yeah, I don't know. It seems a lot better to just brew the energy potion, doesn't it? So I guess that is what we're going to try to go for, which means that it is good to fight the Star Callers. We should be able to handle these guys alright, even though they do turn off at carrying case, which is sad. I guess we'll dump the sneak attack versus them. There's so little to do here. We'll play this just for Zeal. Probably want better block, I guess. Since we can't hold cards, who knows what might happen. This might happen. We whiffed on this, and this. To draw this hand of cards. What the hell? I guess that happens sometimes. Sad. Not much to do about it. I mean, we can do a limit break. At the least, so I guess that's good. Make everybody vulnerable. Oh, that made us vulnerable. I always forget about that one, I swear to God. It's fine. It's fine. This is what the health potion is for. We took extra max health. Everything's fine. I mean, that was exceptionally unlucky in terms of draws. I do think we're actually still in fine shape, but I will go ahead and use this right now because we might as well, and I'm going to forget if I don't do it now. So the block is completely taken care of this time, which means I don't really need you. Shield Bash more vulnerable isn't necessary, but we'll do it anyway, just to extend. You're buffing yourself. Seems like a good play there. You've got quite a bit of shock on you, so once I shift focus to you... This guy just buffed twice in a row, huh? About that. We need block. Where is my freaking block? Where's my block? What is going on? I have so many block cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 6 technically. In the battle plan. Ugh. This is ridiculous. This is actually ridiculous, man. Do I just do as big of an awaited assault as I can? I guess this could always draw me another block card. We definitely don't need 2 overloads. We can't afford this anyway. I'm just gonna do this and try and draw a block card. Okay, we drew a block card. That was really dumb. Okay, at this point, it's pretty easy to kill you. We do actually need to play 2 cards that block here to gain full block. So we'll just do that. Take you out. Finally, this stupid fight can be over. I mean, look at that. 89 shock. Have at you, crippling blow. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. So we definitely need him to be vulnerable. We want some rage. 470 damage. Oh, that was unnecessarily rough. That fight could have gone so much better, but it is what it is. We still got 73 health to our name. I think we should do all right against the Death Knight. We can play just really big block cards. In fact, I think we might actually be at the point where I cut the last Dissipate for this Powered Shield. It's going to be particularly good against Death Knight. Of course, this is another fight where the sneak attack is not great. But what can you do? We're just going to play this for delay rage and stuff. Galvanize, yeah, sure. And I guess we'll upgrade you. Can we just do like a giant limit break on like turn 3 here? Okay, looks like we're blocking with intervention. We need to play this for 5. So we can go overload, purge, play this for 5. Do I need to hold this for Vuln? I do, actually. Of course, it's free to do so anyway with the carrying case. See, is he gonna reshuffle me here? He is. There's the limit break. Probably a good time just to crack this. Seek. Okay, we got Tower Shield there. That's a good one. Just throw that down. Okay, I guess we're limit breaking next turn. We do want to do this, though. Here goes the button as well. Very minimal threat, so we can kind of just go all out, building up our zeal here. So we just need to get up to 6. So, I mean, I want to play this for the rage. That's 2. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. And we can just play this. How big is this? 492. Not bad. Hold the powered shield for block, but it should be pretty easy to wipe him up at this point. And this is going to be so much smoother against the Void when we can actually use the sneak attack to trigger the shock multiple times. It's going to be really good. Okay, can we handle spiders? Notably, there's a bit of a problem versus the Obsidian Golem, which is that if we don't literally one-shot him after the first big hit, he's no longer the highest HP enemy. A lot of our shock starts to whiff, although he does attack by 2, so sneak attack, you know. Meanwhile, we don't have an exploding bottle, and we don't have a spell or anything. I should probably be on Swarm again, by the way. I did talk about that earlier. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go against the Obsidian Golem, even with the highest HP thing in mind. I think we're fine if we do it this way. And since we have stealth versus the Void, we can just stealth up versus him. I mean, stealthing versus the spiders is pretty good too, of course, right? But it's a little bit difficult for me to kill all of them at once. Sneak attack basically kills one for free instantly. Should I be fighting the spiders? One bad turn with the spiders means that you just like die, of course, right? Versus the golem. It's less likely. Also, we actually have a green stone now. Yay! Put it on overload. Does this mean that I should fight the spiders? That I'm guaranteed this and I have the stealth potion? I mean, we only have 6 attacks there, right? Like, and there's not much room for editing it. We could put in another Swerving Currents. We have a Consecrate. Have I talked myself into this? Doing this? Okay, fine. Fine. We're gonna do it. We're gonna swap, I guess, this Galvanize for a Swerving Currents. Okay. Interesting. It's already quite a bit of damage. Oh wait, it's not a single target card, man, but that's fine. Because this is not a, like, this turn buff. It sticks around, so we'll use it eventually. There, done. That was easy enough. And now it's time to fight the Void. We'll go ahead and take this back out for the other Galvanize. I do think that's a little bit better. The fact that against the Void, when it's alone, though, this does still give me Eternal Vulnerable was kind of relevant. So I think this is just fine, just to leave it at this, right? I think this is just fine. Like, I could swap the Galvanize for Rolling Thunder. We're just gonna go in with this. I feel reasonably confident. I think we got this. Oh, we even drew the Grounded immediately. That's pretty cool. Huge setup turn there. These guys are quite weak. What's the upgrade? Is it Swerving Currents? Yeah, what the hell? Swerving Currents. We drew it. We have a Limit Break. We have Oh my god, dude. Okay, this is actually a little bit silly, isn't it? We can go Swerving Currents, Consecrate, dump Powered Shield. Now the limit break is fully enraging. I can't believe that's not enough to kill this guy. Off by 1, huh? So we'll get a garbage card. Well, I don't really want to waste a spell on that. So, fine, I guess. Purge this for the hand. Yeah, okay. See if we can get him with the Galvanize here. I'll take 1 if I need to. This being my only source of vulnerable here kind of matters. Oh, he's already vulnerable, though. So never mind. We're just going to block with a weighted assault, then. I'll save the have at you. Sneak attack, huh? Okay, well, that's going to be a better way to kill. I will use this now, just to make sure that you die fast. I think that matters actually a lot. And we'll purge this again for the hand. Now it's just about setting up a big turn and then lining up all of our damage modifiers into a turn where we probably want to go limit break for all of the rage and then sneak attack. That's going to be really, really big. So we just want to set that up. We have a carrying case. We have a potion of patience. So just stack some shock then, right? That's the name of the game, is stack some shock. Okay, there's the sneak attack. We even have at you here. The spell is going to be coming back soon. This puts extra vuln on him, but it doesn't matter. We want to be building up our zeal a lot. We'll just do this. Get up to 7. Okay. Is it greedy to hold this? I don't think so. I think this is going to be fine. And then next turn we crack the potion. Okay, right, because we have all of the pieces at this point, right? So we want to draw the cards next turn. I'm pretty sure we're just going to annihilate him. Because we need to get up to 6 zeal before we play the limit break. We're going to start with 2, and then it's going to be... This gets us up to 4 and puts the vulnerable. This gets us up to 5, so we don't even need this per se. Basically anything does it. Yeah, so we don't even really need this. So we'll play this. Gets us up to 5. And then we'll do this. Was that stupid? Does get us more shock, but it has the shock. I mean, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 cards that we're holding, right? So what we draw doesn't... Okay, yeah, whatever. We're gonna ditch this. And we don't actually need the shield bash, though, because with the potion... But we should keep it anyway. We should keep it. Okay. Everything is gonna come together here. This is gonna be huge damage. This is gonna be really massive damage. Because we can go... Purge this, play this, pitch this. Throw down the Vuln. Get Rage. We just need 1 more, so we'll do this because it doesn't trigger the shock. Then... Oh my god. We're just trying to see the biggest number that we can at this point. I'm pretty sure it's better to double this than this, right? So we go this, this. 1,056 damage. GG. And during all of that, Crustaceous coming in with the subscription. Thank you for your support. It's very much appreciated. I hope you enjoyed that dramatic finale there. Very appropriate time for the shock emote. That was like the most shock I've ever applied in a run, man. I don't know if that was actually the most, but it was really close. Between the banner and the fact that we had a 3 and a 5 that applied shock. Our 10 applied shock for good measure. If we would have had, like, the conductive paste, I believe is what it's called. Every time you apply shock, you apply one more. That'd be crazy. Yeah. Glad you could catch the end of that run there, Crustaceous. I stream this game basically every weekday around 2 CST. So like 2 hours ago is usually when I start streaming. Yeah, I think I'm literally like the only channel that actually does I-50 stuff, and I'm also one of the only people who does this game frequently in general.